Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So I have not updated you properly on YouTube for a while and I'm really sorry. I've been mega busy building my business, relaxing and having a lot of time off with friends, family this off season, which has been really lovely and something that I generally have actually invested so much more into than last year. Last year I was still very invested into fitness and I would still kind of restrict myself quite a lot from going out, doing things in my off season, whereas this time it's actually been really nice and I've just gone out and lived my life, done stuff I couldn't do when I was in prep, and it's been really nice. So it hasn't been the type of things to kind of be filming, it's just me catching up with my friends, family, meals, nights out, stuff like that. So that's why I've kind of had this time off from YouTube, but I'm back. First thing I'm going to kind of get into is what I've kind of been doing, what the hell I've been up to like these last few weeks. So I'm currently 7.5 weeks post show, I think. The last show that I did was the 2nd of December and it's now currently the 22nd of January 2019. So happy new year everyone. What I've done from then till now is we haven't wanted to up food massive amounts. We've wanted to keep my body at a maintenance state. So a lot of people in their off season usually would want to grow muscle, but for me we don't really want to put on too much weight. We want to kind of maintain. No means do we want to maintain a stage lean body. I want to go about 4 or 5 kilos above stage weight and kind of sit there, so to make prep a little bit easier for us to cut down when we do need to cut down, which will be soon. We don't want to be putting on a load of body fat, that's really unnecessary for us. And for me, I feel like I do, and me and my coach agree, we don't need to build a massive amount of muscle for me. I've had a lot of comments back saying that I am usually the bigger side of the bikini girl anyway, so because I'm quite tall and I do carry quite a lot of muscle mass, that I am one of the bigger girls on stage compared to all the other girls on stage. I don't need to put on a massive amount. For me, I don't need to put on a massive amount of muscle, I just need to mature into the sport. So with maturing into the sport comes better condition, comes better muscle development and all of that type of thing. So that all I can do at the moment is kind of keep doing what I'm doing and carry on. Sometimes that's literally what you do in an off season. A lot of people, like I said before, like to grow and need to put on obviously body fat and muscle mass. But for me, we don't want to do that. We don't want to put on a huge amount of fat and we don't want to put on a huge amount of muscle. We just want to get my calories in a really good place for me to then start cutting down, like I said, which will be very soon. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. And a few weeks ago, I went and got my bloods done and everything is a-okay, which is really good. So even when I got them tested in August, and I never actually got the results back. So I got the results back a few weeks ago and everything's fine. My hormones are all in balance. My thyroid was all good, my liver's all good. One thing that I do recommend that you do within the competing world is make sure you get your bloods done before and after you have competed. So before you even start thinking about a prep, make sure that your bloods are okay, your hormones are in check, your thyroid is a good level, because if it's not, it's going to make prep very difficult, and plus you don't want to damage it anymore if it is bad, if that makes sense. And after, because you want to make sure that you're recovering, you need to make sure that your hormones are all in balance whilst you are recovering, because sometimes when you are in prep, especially as a woman, your body fat percentage isn't supposed to go that low. Your hormones are going to be a bit imbalanced sometimes on the back end of prep when you're coming out of a prep, but you want to make sure that they're recovering properly and you want to make sure that they are getting back to normal after you've finished a prep. So getting a blood test and making sure of that is happening is really vital. But yeah, apart from that, my blood's all good, my thyroid's all good, my liver's all good, like everything's really good, which I'm really happy about. Training wise, I have never been this strong and I've never pushed this much in training, and I'm only actually training 4 days a week, and I've found that I can actually give a lot more to my sessions the less I'm training weekly. So I'm training 2 upper body and 2 lower body a week. So usually I would train when I'm in a contest prep, or even last off season I'd be training 6 days a week, and yeah, I was pushing myself quite a lot, but I was never getting numbers like this. I was never hitting numbers like this because I'm fully actually recovering. So never think that you need to train every day balls to the wall, because that actually probably won't benefit your training whatsoever. The more recovery that you actually take into account within your training, you'll probably benefit your training so much more. So that's what I've been doing, especially this year, considering I did 8 shows 2018, which is a lot to recover from. I had a week off after my shows, like no training, no tracking, no anything, just so I can fully relax. And then after that week I started training 4 days a week, and that was it. And I haven't trained any more so since then, because I don't want to, because I feel my body still hasn't recovered fully from prep, because it's only been 7 weeks post show. Nutrition wise, I'm on about 1,800 calories to 1,900 calories a day. We've stuck with that number because it's a good maintenance level for me. We're not in a surplus, we're not in a deficit, we're at a really good maintenance point, and my weight has pretty much been stable throughout me being on those calories, so we don't really want to up it. My energy's really good, my strength's really good. I seem to be functioning, like brain functioning, a lot better on these calories. Sometimes last year with that really high amount of carbs that I was eating, so I was on like some days 3,000 calories because we really wanted to build. The carb intake that I had made me feel so lazy and so like tired all the time. So now I feel like I have a lot more energy, I have a lot more like brain focus. Our main goal last year was to build muscle and to put on weight, and how much I was eating was making me feel like a little bit lazy and a little bit like slow. So this time I feel like a lot more focused, and which is what I need, because I need to focus on my business, I need to focus on my brand a lot more. So yeah, it's been really, really good so far in terms of nutrition. And yeah, I'm nutrition wise, am I eating, like a lot of people are like, are you eating cheat meals? Are you out having off meal plans and stuff? Yeah, of course I am. Like, of course I'm going out enjoying myself with all my friends, my family and stuff. I'm going out and I'm enjoying time off prep. But yeah, at the moment I'm really happy with where I'm at. Like, I feel like we've made very good progress, and sometimes with off season it can be really, really hard, and I know a lot of people struggle with their off season and how they look because they've been shredded for so long. That's normal to them. So now not being shredded anymore, they're like, I'm fat or I'm big, which you're not. You're still a very good aesthetic looking human, but you're just not stage lean, which isn't maintainable anyway. So you need to get that out of your brain anyway, because stage lean isn't maintainable. You can't maintain it all year round, and you can't maintain it as a normal lifestyle. That's never been a problem for me. I've always known that being stage lean isn't maintainable. So, but I know a lot of my clients at the moment are finding that very difficult, and I know a lot of people on Instagram are finding that difficult. So this is a message from me to you to say, what you look like now, appreciate what you look like now, because you look fucking insane. So it doesn't matter what number on the scales says, and that doesn't mean you're fat if you're 10 plus kilos above your stage weight right now, because scales don't define who you are. And please remember that, because they really fucking don't. And that's something that a lot of my, like I said, a lot of my clients and a lot of people on Instagram forget. I think a lot of the time they think, oh, I've gone up a kilo this week, that means I've gained a kilo of fat, and that means I am unworthy and my body looks shit. No, you still are a human being, and the scales don't define who you are. So updates on body wise, I just got back from Morocco literally yesterday, so I have gone up 2 kilos because I was eating what hell I wanted, and there was no gyms out there for me to train, so I haven't trained for 6 days, and I'm actually training tonight. So body is looking a little bit softer than usual, but that's okay. I know I've been away, and I know the reason why it's looking a little bit softer, because I haven't trained and because I haven't been on top of my nutrition, which is okay. And I am going to America in 2 days, and I can't wait. So I am going to film so much of that for you, because I know a lot of you have been like, please film some American vlogs, so I will do that for you. But I am going to be on top of things in America. I'm not going to be a dick and eat like the world. I am obviously going to eat things that I fancy, but I'm also not just going to eat it because it's there. I know what a burger tastes like. I'm not going to have like a fucking triple stack burger because it's America. I'm still going to have probably chicken, veg, whilst I'm out there, and limit myself to what I actually have. I'm not going to be a dick and stuff like that. But I will be training a lot out there. I'll probably be training I'm out there for 6 days, and I'll probably train every day just because I want to go to different gyms every day and make the most of it. So I know I'll be putting whatever food I have to good use. Those are pretty much all the updates. Updates I am also doing is starting prep when I get back. So I will be doing prep, and I will make a whole separate video on that when I come back. What show I'll be doing. So I'll be starting prep the beginning of February for a show the end of April. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing a 12-week cut, and we are in a very good position compared to last year. So I haven't got as much body fat on me as last year. So it's going to be very interesting to see what I can cut down to within 12 weeks. So yeah, very exciting. But yeah, I'll be travelling a lot for shows next year. This year. I'll be travelling a lot this year. So I'm very, very excited to do that. But I'm very, very excited. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for updates really, if I'm honest. Thank you for watching. I will be posting regularly on YouTube. I will be posting it regularly on YouTube, and I've also got some very, very exciting project coming out to you very, very soon. Hopefully very soon, about March time, and it's really gonna knuckle down on helping you build your mindset. So it's something that Know Your Own Ability is extending onto. This is something I've always wanted to do because I love talking. And I can't wait to do it. So yeah, I really hope you guys can follow it and everything like that. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.